Hey everybody, this is Gary with the Independent Glass Association, and we are proud today to announce that the Independent Glass Association now is offering its members a great list of insurance coverage, everything from individual term life insurance all the way down to business liability and in between. And we have partnered up with Symmetry Financial Group, powered by Quilty, and we've got Ryan Federico here today from Quilty. Ryan, welcome.
Hey, glad to be here, and we're very excited to partner with such a great organization, and we think we have a lot of products that are going to be able to provide a lot of value to your members.
Great. Let's dive right into these plans here. I mean, it's amazing. We've got them showing up here on the screen for everybody, but why don't you start on in on what our members can expect to look at and get from your organization?
Well, yeah, Gary, one of the things that you had actually told me when you were investigating companies that could help IGA was really that what your members had told you is that they wanted individual life insurance. And so that was our first primary function, was to make sure that any of your members that want access to low cost, really, really amazing high-end life insurance would be able to get it at, really an easy process. So one of the things that we have really invested a lot of our time in is making an instant issue life insurance policy, which means that you can go on within 8 minutes. You can quote yourself, you can fill out all the questions, you can get approved for insurance and bind coverage immediately from your phone at any point in time. And it's 24 hours a day. This is for people who are under 60 years old, so I don't want to be ageist, but for anybody who's over 60, you can sign up for a consultation with us, and we have one of many other products that we can offer you. But for anybody who's under 60, in 8 to 10 minutes, you can have up to $1 million policy at probably one of the cheapest rates that you've seen, non-medical, instant decision. So that instant issue life insurance is probably one of the premier products for IGA. A lot of people know about life insurance, and they may even have life insurance. A lot of your members probably do. But what they don't know is that there's life insurance that can pay out even if you don't die. And it's called living benefit life insurance. I'll give you a great example. You have life insurance. Let's say, God forbid, you get diagnosed with cancer. And the doctor says you're going to fight it and you're going to beat it. But you got to go through radiation and chemotherapy and surgery. And during that time, you're probably not working. Well, if you had life insurance, you didn't die, so your life insurance didn't pay out, but
Right.
You're also not working. So how are you paying for bills? How are you covering payroll? How are you doing all that stuff as a small business owner? And so, for 15 years, we've been, giving small business owners and individuals this living benefit coverage, and we've been one of the premier providers in the United States that pays upon the diagnosis of heart attack, stroke, cancer, Alzheimer's, ALS, disability. If you can't feed yourself or dress yourself or bathe yourself and you can't work, this policy is meant to pay out to help you cover bills and expenses and things like that while you recover. And it's all wrapped up in life insurance. And so if you die, it pays out. And if you don't die, but you can't work, it pays out. So a lot of people don't even know that this type of coverage exists because most companies don't offer it. We work with some of the top-rated carriers in the country, companies like Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, John Hancock, AIG, all the top providers. And a lot of them have these living benefit products. Your members just might not know about them. And so we, for people who are interested in that, we'd love to walk through what you're looking for and what your needs are and match you with the company that's going to give you the best coverage for one of the most affordable rates out there.
Yeah, that's an amazing product. And that definitely, I know over my lifespan, I have made sure to always have life insurance. Not only does it protect my family, but it protects my assets as well, so that there's a method of, paying off the house or paying off loans, that money for burial. That added twist there, though, of, hey, I need to pay the bills, I'm critically ill, that's one thing. So that's great. That's under the life insurance side. I also see that we're offering critical illness and injury coverage. And I know in the last, if you've been paying attention in our industry, some of you out there watching right now have seen some of these dramatic images of people with ocular damage because they didn't have their glasses on, they cut their hands, they weren't wearing protection, and they're out of work for a month, 2 months, 3 months. So talk a little bit about, real quick, on that part, how they can also get coverage for something like that.
Yeah.
Aside from the life insurance.
Absolutely. And a lot of people don't know this, but some of the policies that you might have through an employer, like maybe even a group policy, those things don't pay out for workplace injuries. They actually would only pay out if you got hurt outside of the job. And so I always love to tell the people that work with us that we don't work for the life insurance companies, we work for you. So a life insurance company's job is typically to not pay out, right? That's what insurance companies do. They want to fight it at every tooth and nail. So we want to make sure that for whatever situation you're in, we can get you paid, we can get a claim process. We have a great team. We have a long tenured track record of getting people paid and getting policies issued. So when it comes to stuff like this, we do offer some property and casualty products through a couple of our partners, things like, business liability insurance. We do offer group life insurance and health insurance. So if you have a small group of people, I think the minimum is 5 lives. So you have 5 people working for your shop. If you have 5 people or more, you can get a group policy that's offered at lower rates. And, the caveats to those things, some that are available and some that aren't available. But we can do group life and health insurance. We can do business liability, workers' comp, things like that. One of the things that we've been getting asked the most about recently is tax-free retirement. A lot of people have been really interested in things like index universal life insurance, annuities, even cash value, whole life insurance, things like infinite banking and whatnot. I know it's very popular in, the social media circle right now, because whenever the markets are up and down, people tend to move their money out of the market into safety. And one of the great things about a life insurance product like that is it can never lose any money. So we do have retirement products that are available for rollovers like annuities. We can help people set up retirement accounts or, life insurance policies that are meant to build cash value to help you in retirement, where you can take money out tax-free. And we have probably 8 or 9 specialists that go all around the country speaking about these concepts and are very well regarded as some of the best in the industry setting these things up for small businesses. So if that's something that you're interested in, we certainly can offer that as well. But we're doing our best to be the full scale, full service brokerage that finds the best coverage for whatever your business needs. That might be an individual policy. That might be an individual policy and workers' comp. That might be a whole suite of services. But for something like that, we have consultations available on the website. You can just book a time. We'll meet with you, understand what your needs are. We have 40 or 50 different insurance companies that we work with. And so,
wow.
It's a lot of people don't realize, you have your life insurance through your car insurance company just because they sent you a letter and they offered it to you. And you have life insurance, and that's great. But guess what? Technology's changed a lot of things, and life insurance has gotten cheaper. And so you might be paying too much for the you have now, and we might be able to find you a better option because we can shop it around 40 or 50 different companies and find you the best deal.
Right. Yeah. No, you mentioned that whole life, and I can't tell the audience watching right now enough that if you're younger, the best time to get in on a whole life policy is when you're young, because after, it just depends on the policy, but 15, 20 years, you have enough in your whole life policy that it starts making your premium payments. But if you keep paying your premium payments, that's icing on the cake, because that just compounds. And then by the time you're 60, 65, you will be surprised at what that balance is. That is cash available, tax-free, that once you hit that, you pull that every month, no worries. And the nice part is, when it's still in there, it keeps doubling down as well. So it's kind of nice because you kind of set up your own little bank account, your own investment strategy. But that, in my opinion, great. Right now, if you're in your 20s, jump at this. Even if you're older, still great, but 20s, ideal. I was glad I listened when I was actually still in the service industry. Before I was 21, I said, fine, that's a lot of money to me every month. And it was like $70. But I think I've been paying that the whole time. And I am, when I'm ready to retire in 15, 20 years here, it's going to be a great little nest egg. So
it's really important because, especially for your members of this organization, obviously you have some very large members with a lot of people working for them, many employees, but there's a lot of members that you explained to us that are 1 or 2 man shops, and they can't set up a traditional retirement investment account because a 401k company won't touch you, and you can maybe go get an IRA or something like that, but it's so speculative and all over the place that a lot of small businesses, really 2 to 3 employees, come to us to set up these policies that have growth, that are guaranteed to not lose any money if the market goes up and down. They know exactly if I put this much in, I'm going to have this much at this date. And it's really easy for them to rely on being able to plan on something in the future and not have to worry about losing money in retirement. One of the biggest things that we've been seeing recently is people wanting to save money for their kids for college. And so if any of your members have children, a lot of people don't know you can set up this 529 savings plan where you put money away for your kids, and there's some tax advantages to that. But a 529 savings plan is viewable by college admissions departments deciding about financial aid. Well, if you put that same amount of money into an index universal life insurance policy and it grows, you end up with a very similar amount of cash value in the policy, but it's not viewable by college admissions departments when they're deciding about financial aid. So you have a better chance of getting financial aid and having the money to pay for college. And so we can help you with all those. We have experts in all those areas. And, we always suggest just setting up a consultation with us. If you just want to get life insurance and you're like, man, I just want to make sure if I die, my family's safe, my assets are protected, great. 10 minutes, go online, follow the link, set yourself up, you'll get it issued instantly. And, if you don't qualify or something like that, we can always get one of our team members to help you with another carrier. But, if you're, somebody who wants a little bit more of a customized approach, set up a meeting with us and we'll look at your situation and find you something that fits.
Good deal. And I have coming up on the screen right now, that first part, definitely that quick 8 to 10 minutes, that link's there. All of the information and links are on the website, IGA-insurance.com. It's info@IGAinsurance.com, and 855-723-2763 will get you in touch with somebody you can talk to. Definitely, two more things I want to hit on. We talked about the group life and health coverage, but also a lot of businesses out there, they traditionally just go to a broker for their business liability. They don't know if they're getting a good deal or not. Obviously, getting in contact with you if they already have it is not a bad thing, because you'll be able to shop maybe more carriers than they have access to, depending on the state or jurisdiction that they're in. But definitely, any of these policies, they should touch base with you if they even have existing ones, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I guess both, because if you don't have existing ones, especially if you're in business, you need it. You're, especially for business liability, you're, one car accident away from bankruptcy or something like that. And we've seen things take people out all the time that could have been prevented by, $38 a month or something silly. So definitely, if you don't have it, contact us. But if you do have it and you want a second look, we will always pride ourselves in making sure that if we're going to change your policies, that it's in your best interest. There's certain standards when you are a nationwide insurance broker that you need to prove that your option is a better suggestion than theirs. So you just don't go around, putting people into worse policies so that you can make commission and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that we're getting you the best product that's out there. And sometimes the one you have is great and we won't replace it. But at least you know that the one you have is great and you've gotten opinions from a couple other experts. So if you love your insurance agent and you invite them to dinner all the time and you guys get Christmas cards and stuff like that, and you guys hang out and play golf, awesome. If you love your insurance agent, we don't want to replace them. But if you haven't looked at it in a while, odds are there's probably some stuff in there you either don't know about, or there's options in the marketplace that are better, that might even be cheaper.
Sure. Yeah. And I don't think we're expecting any of you out there to take Ryan to dinner. However, if he does happen to be in your city, I would highly recommend it. Ryan's a great guy, and he will definitely take you up on a 72-ounce steak.
72-ounce tomahawk.
I only say that because I'm here in Texas and I keep seeing a billboard that if I pull over, I might get this 72-ounce steak for free if I eat it like in 6 seconds. It's the weird stuff people do for marketing. But
I will never turn away a 72-ounce tomahawk. Let's put it like that.
And there's plenty of them in the fields around here right now, so I can just probably get you a nice fresh one, if you will. But so this is all great information. All of the information is on our website, so you can either go to IGA.org, click through under member benefits, you'll see it there. Also to IGA-insurance.com, and then hit up those links that are in there to get in touch with Ryan and his team. A lot of good stuff here, Ryan. Any parting words for the membership before we kind of move on here?
Yeah, I guess the last message that I'd want to share with everybody is clearly I believe in life insurance, and I work in this industry because I believe in life insurance and protecting people and wanting to find the best for you. This isn't limited to IGA members. So if you have extended family members or people in your life, somebody you know who just got married, had a kid, is looking for insurance, and they want a company that they can trust that's going to give them a great opinion, and shop their scenario around a bunch of different insurance carriers and not just be limited to one, like a lot of insurance agents, send them our way. We'll help them, and we'll make sure that they get taken care of. So if you're already taken care of and you want to make sure somebody else does, we're here to help everybody that wants insurance.
Yeah, and I can't say enough for the policies that I have, and I sleep better at night knowing again, my family and estate are covered, but also too all of the other lines of insurance that I have like this. I sleep better knowing if one of my company vehicles is in a wreck, I know there's somebody behind me. I'm not just taking that risk that I have a magnetic sign on the side of my personal car. Your personal insurance company probably is not going to cover that if that's noted and it's in the damage. They're going to say that was commercial purposes. We don't cover that. So, if you're out there using your personal policies for commercial things, you really need to talk to Ryan and his team and get that all straightened out. You will be surprised this is not going to break the bank. It's in line with business expenses, and definitely if you haven't ever gone down this road before, please do reach out to Ryan. So yeah. Ryan, we appreciate it. We look forward to our relationship for many years to come with you. And certainly we will be having Ryan back on a podcast later in the month to talk more about insurance and how it affects just your business. And he's a wealth of expertise there. And you're welcome to send us in questions ahead of time. But definitely, Ryan, thank you very much for joining us today.
Definitely excited to be in the partnership with you guys and look forward to helping you.
Good deal. Thanks.